What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Frey Experience. Today we're going to be doing something totally different on this channel. If you guys follow me on my social medias, which I will have linked in the description, that you know that recently I've got into some airbrushing. So with that being said, since it's a new type of video, it's going to be new people. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys smash that like, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel. Even if you don't like airbrushing, this could be something cool. Or if you guys are airbrushing and like fishing videos, that's a lot of the thing. 99% of my videos are fishing. I'm here locally in California. I fish the lakes, the rivers, Delta, Clear Lake, Berryessa, all the lakes in the mother lode, the ocean, and a lot of the rivers here in California: Sacramento, American, Feather, Stanislaus, Tuolumne, Merced, and McCollum. I fish a lot. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys check out those other videos. Or if you just want to subscribe for the shits and giggles, by all means do that, because it helps me. It also helps you guys. So today, like I said, we're doing something totally different. We are going to be doing some airbrushing, guys. We are going to be turning this deep diving crankbait into a unique style that you can't really get in stores. There's one company that makes something kind of like what we're going to be doing, but I'm going to take what they do and turning it into something that I like to do. I'm going to be turning this into a badass craw pattern bait. If you guys saw by the thumbnail, it'll either be this bait or the other bait, because this one either didn't turn out that well, but it'll show you guys along the lines of what will be going on. So my airbrushing is a little bit different from a lot of people. Well, a handful of people, I should say. I paint stuff only that I will be using. I don't take it into the next level like Ozzy does, which I will have in the link description if you guys want to see some of his amazing art. He does it all from scratch, guys, even wood baits. I don't do like an art. I don't go above and beyond and make it like some Picasso. I use it, everything that I paint, I use. So this is take two of this video because unfortunately the SD card gets lost all the files. But I'll cut talking and get straight into airbrushing. So guys, hopefully we turn this deep diving crankbait into a Delta Clear Lake killer. This is the pattern we're going through. This is one that I painted not that long ago. It's totally different. Megabass makes a popper that's like white and like black that kind of looks like this, but this is a craw pattern, and hopefully it'll turn out like this. It's really super duper easy, guys. I see a lot of these on YouTube and stuff, and they don't really talk about it. There's one guy that actually does a damn good job on showing you how to do this, and I'm no master of doing this technique. Actually, I think only 3 baits out of the 6 I've actually done has turned into decently good, and I'm not very good at airbrushing. I can't even draw a straight line, nevertheless sign my name without it looking like chicken scratch. I'm also left-handed, so that's probably a lot of the reasons why I'm not that artsy-fartsy. So it's really easy, and I'll show you guys. If you guys, before you guys even do this, if you guys are wanting to do this, you need to go down to Hobby Lobbies and get the Folk Art Crackle Medium. You could also go the Crackle Small, the Crackle Light, the Crackle Heavy, the Crackle Extra Heavy, all that stuff, guys. It's really easy, $7.99, super cheap. We're going to need black, yellow, red. I'm going to have 2 different types of oranges. I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to do. This one's pearlized, and this one's just a straight up sexy tangerine orange. So let's cut the crap and go straight into getting this masked off. Alright, so she's masked off. We're going to get a clamp, and we're going to get straight into it. Bear with me, guys. New gun. I haven't yet to kind of perfect it, but I like it so far. We're going to start off with a base coat of black. A lot of times when you're airbrushing, guys, you like to start off with white. I like to start with black just because when it crackles, I want the black to show through everything else. So real easy. Coat on. And we're out of paint. Perfect timing because she is all done. We're going to hit it with the heat gun real fast. A lot of guys like to use a hair dryer. I prefer to use a heat gun because I use a heat gun more than I would use a hair dryer. The heat gun I also use to heating up lead and tungsten for when I dip them and paint them, and then sometimes I will also airbrush some metals too. So she's almost ready. With the heat gun, guys, you gotta be really, really careful. You will end up making the paint bubble, blister if you would. And some people like to go for that blister look because You can give it like a toxic bait kind of look, like a bait that has a bunch of bumps on it. Warts, if you would. I have a couple baits that I will be actually painting that actually have blisters I purposely did on it. So it has its ups and downs. And then it's gonna come out kind of milky, kind of like, well, like a thick milk. Take your paintbrush. Unfortunately, my paintbrush that I use actually for doing this actually ran into some acetone and decided to dissolve and kind of break apart. So you want to put a healthy amount, but not a lot, on your bait, because if you put too much, it will initially actually, when you go to paint it, the air and all that stuff will actually start pushing your crackle compound around, and then it just turns into absolute garbage. Trust me, I've done this a couple of times, and it's kind of tricky. Guys in videos make it a lot easier, or make it look a lot easier. Let's get out of there. And you kind of got to be fast with it, to be 100% honest with you. I'm going to put a little excess because with me filming, I am going to be a little bit slower. I have a wet side and then a dry side. The wet side is for putting it on there, and then the dry side is initially just for getting it away from the gills and the eye sockets, because we're not really going to need it in there. I like to have it around it, but not necessarily in it. So she's ready to go. So we're going to start with yellow. Yellow being at the bottom of the bait, because I like to work up the bait to the top, because my last color is going to be black, and I don't want to have to re-clean the gun after using a dark color. So we're going to start off on the bottom. Put a healthy amount, and you'll start seeing the crackle effect start to take hold. And then right then and there, I put a little excess, because I'm not used to this gun. My other gun shot a lot more paint, so I had to put a lot more paint. So, and then from there, we're going to go and use, let's go with a pearlized tangerine orangish color. You don't have to worry about cleaning the gun out, guys, with it being a yellow to orange. Make sure you siphon all that yellow out. Oh, that turned out really good already. I can see the sparkle. Looking good so far. I'm not seeing any of the crackle pattern come through yet, though, so I'm a little worried. And then after you're done with your orange, switch straight to red. And then from there, put red on the top, right above the yellow. Or sorry, the orange. Add a little bit on there. You'll start seeing the crackle effect start to take hold. And then from there, you're going to get a little bit of black for the top, because most crawdads that are in grass on California Delta or the Tuolumne or Clear Lake are a lot black and red. Come on. Come on. There we go. It's starting to take good crackle. This bait looks a lot better than my last one, guys, so I'm pretty happy with this effect happening right now. I know you guys can't see too well because it is being filmed on basically a potato. GoPros aren't known for having the best quality. I'm going to leave this red crack over here because it looks good, but I'm going to hit the back with some black to darken it up. We'll do a light little bit of darkening of the yellow on the bottom. Hit a little bit around the eyes. I don't really like my crawbaits to have eyes up front, because you're basically mimicking a crawdad that's going this way. More than likely, you could take a little bit of yellow or some orange and put some eyes right there if you're really that meticulous into your painting. But so far, so good. It's turning out. Basically, the bait's already done. It just needs to be dried and clear coated. But we'll hit it with the heat gun. Always keep that bait moving and grooving when it's under the heat gun, guys. You don't want that compound to start boiling or blistering. Hopefully GoPro could pick it up here. We'll see. There we go. That's a little bit better. You'll see the yellow crackle through here. It has a pearlized orange, and up top red, then fades into the dark. So it's faded really well. I like a vibrant bottom, guys, because if these fish are coming up this way, they're seeing that yellow, they're seeing the crackle, they're seeing it eventually when they come up to eat it. But initially, it turned out decent compared to the other one that turned out. Like, that's my pride and joy. That one turned out really well. I just want to be able to figure out what I did so right on this one and did so wrong on this one. Then I got a crankbait of it too. That turned out pretty decent as well. And then this is another one of my pride and joys, is this popper right here. So my clear coat of choice is the clear diamond finish. You can't beat it. It's the best by far. It's a little pricey, but it works the best. Clear coating's really easy, guys. Take your bait and then just dip it in there. Make sure you get all the bait. Sometimes you got to rotate a little bit. Come on, get on there. There we go. And as you pull it out, you're going to see it's going to get a lot more shiny. It's really going to pop out those crackles in it. It's really going to bust out the polarized colors. Sorry, the pearlized colors. And it's really it really makes the bait pop, to be honest with you. Just because airbrushing is absolutely flooded on YouTube, along with bass fishing. But after you're done clear coating, guys, I like to blow out the eye here of where you would put your split ring in for your hook. But this one down here, because all the clear coat's gonna be running down the bait, you're actually gonna want to invest in a bunch of paper clips. The cut in half paper clip, hang down, it'll catch the clear coat, it'll slide down and drop off or get caught up in there. So when you're done, you just pull the paper clip out and it'll take out all the excess clear coat. I'm gonna go get this bait to hang a little bit. So this is the first one I did, guys, when the SD card failed. So this one definitely has a lot more crackle. That side's on the other bait that I did, it's a lot darker. I want to go with the darker style because we're coming into summer and late summer and all that. Those craws get super duper dark. So hopefully you guys could kind of see the shine, the sparkle, everything that comes with this crackle and the pearlized effect. Looks really nice. I would show you the one that I just dipped, but with it drying, it's going to have the clear coat running down, and I don't want to ruin the bait. But overall, this one turned out good. The other one turned out good too. All of them are going to serve a different purpose coming to different times of the year as well. Like this one, that one's going to be working all year round. It just turned out perfect enough for me to have confidence in it all year round. And I even got pearlized red up here too, so it does really, really shine. All right, guys, so before I end the video, this is going to be an honest question for you guys. I've been thinking about this for ever since I first got into airbrushing. I thought it'd be an epic cool idea for videos and stuff. And what I would like to do is I would like to paint a bait. I'll take suggestions from you guys. I'll paint a bait, and then the next day or a couple of days, make sure that I really make sure that that clear coat cures and is ready to go. I'm gonna take that bait out where I believe will be the best way to catch fish on it, and more than likely the delta, to be honest with you guys, and put it to the test. Sun up to sundown if I have to. 1 fish or 100 fish. I'll dedicate the entire day to that bait itself, and if I don't catch one in that video, I'm not going to waste your guys' time. I will throw that bait. If it takes me half a year to catch 5 fish on it or 10 fish on it, I want the most fish catches, the most interesting video and fun-filled, action-packed video for you guys. Before you guys go, if you guys are interested, I do have some baits that I actually made, and I will kind of show you guys so you guys have enough rough idea of what I can do or upcoming videos that I use these baits for, because I really want to go out there and test the waters with a video with my baits in it first before I initially ask you guys for ideas, because if they do good, then of course I'm going to do it. If they do poorly, then I may only do a couple. But let's take a look at my baits. Alright, so we got a popper right here, guys. This is a Megabass popper in a pumpkin seed pattern that I did. Same thing here in this square bill. Of course, there's the crackle again. Got some crackle on a rover. This one right here I just made for the Stanislaus River. It was a quick, easy done one. So if it gets broken off or striper breaks it, I'm not too sad. Here's my shad pattern. I really like this one. You guys can't see it because I'm not getting natural light, and also a GoPro films like a potato would. Gray top with some silver in it. The sides aren't white, they're a pearlized white. Got the blue eyes on there. It's real pretty crankbait. I'm really impressed with that one, happy with that one. And then we got a lipless again in the crackle. This one's black with silver on the outside. This one's strictly for the Delta. It is a golden shiner. There's a lot of golden shiners. This one's silver with some flake and a black scale pattern, and then on the bottom it has a bunch of glitter. Deep diver, I made this one just strictly for Clear Lake. This one's from Maloney's because it's a Maloney's color that I like to throw. Here's that pattern again in a bigger shellfish pattern, or sorry, on the shell cracker body style. And of course, another crackle. And this one I just made. I just went and said, screw it, I'll make something a little different. And then another mega bass popper in a kind of a shad color, and the kind of color that I like to throw at Maloney's and Clear Lake. So those are the baits I have made up. I have a bunch more hanging up on my wall, and there goes one on the ground. So I have a bunch more on my wall drying, so I can't really show those ones because I don't want clear coat running all over the place and initially ruining the baits. But gladly do it. I have more right here. Forgot about these ones. There's another deep diver. This one has a lot more of a shad pattern, gray top, meant for Pedro. This one I went a little crazy with. I call that eruption. I don't know why. It just looks like lava and eruption. Looks kind of cool. This one I just did for shits and giggles just to try it out, see how it would turn out. I like it. It's going to work. It's going to be more of a springtime color. This one, if you know this pattern, you already know it. I don't got to say it. And then I have some more drying over here, so that's where we're at. I got more drying over here and more drying over there. But if, like I said, guys, if you are interested in seeing videos along those lines of me throwing baits that are made by myself and doing an entire video on them, I will gladly do that for you guys. So with that being said, my social medias are linked in the description. If you guys have questions or if you want some of these ones, I make them for myself, but if someone wants to buy one, I'm not going to go super duper crazy like $30 for this one, because that's unrealistic unless I was doing this for a living or I was absolutely amazing like Ozzy is. And I have a link for Ozzy if you guys want to see a lot of his work. His work just blows mine out of the water. It's not even a competition. He's like the Picasso of the 209 for bait painting and stuff like that. So, with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next episode.